Hasbunallah ni'mal wakil. Asking support from our Shaykh, inshallah, for him to send us something that is going to benefit us here and hereafter. Tariqatan as-suhbat wal hayr fil jamiyat. This tariqat is based on suhbat, on association. What is suhbat? To sit around and to have tea and to have coffee. So many people, they coming, they see their children coming to the zikr and they get very upset. They see their children coming to upstate, they get very upset. They say, you use too much money, use too much gas. Anyway, does he open the Quran and teach you the Quran? Does he ever open up book of hadith and he teach you the hadith? He's not doing that. What kind of a dargah, what kind of a shaykh, what kind of an imam this is? Because Muslims have become very summum bukmum umyun fahum la yarjun, deaf, dumb and blind, and they cannot see. They cannot see. 21st century mankind has become like that, especially those who are calling themselves Muslims. We're seeing you who's speaking those words, what kind of Islamic lifestyle you lead? Nothing. Nothing. If your children every Friday night, every Thursday night, they go to club and they go to, should I have anything, discotheque? Clubs. We have to say discotheque. Discotheque. If you're going there, they are going to give their children money to give, to spend. Go see girls, go see this. But if you see their children coming and listening to one man, that the man is not giving them anything. The man is not bright. If anything, the man is knocking them wall to wall to wake up and to become a man, to become a believer, to become sincere. They don't like it. There's nothing to do whether Islam or not. It has to do with them losing the power. They say, no, children have to obey me. That time, they will open the Quran. That time they say, you see, Quran says you must obey your parents. If your parents lead you to Jahannam, you want to obey? Go ahead, obey. Go ahead, obey. If your parents are leading you to Jahannam, go ahead, obey. If your parents are leading you to Jannat, definitely you must. And those who are Ahli Jannat, they're going to recognize other people of Ahli Jannat too, because they say, we're going to the same destination. So we like it. Go ahead, pull them from this fitna of Akhir Zaman. Once a week they're going to sit and they're going to listen to the sohbat. They're going to make some zikr. They don't like. Because now it is, we can easily open Quran. We can easily open the book of hadith. But what is a sohbat? The sohbat is the Quran. The sohbat is the hadith. The sohbat is not recitation of the Quran like a robot. It is not making foolish tafsir when you don't have permission. It is the essence of the Quran and the essence of the hadith, taking from the Quran and the words of the Prophet ﷺ. What is needed for the Jamaat now, for this week, for this month, for this year? What is needed? If you give something to someone, it has value, but he doesn't need it. It doesn't have any benefit. That one is sick. And he needs a medicine. That one is sick. We say, for example, we have some people, they're sick, they have diabetes. We say the medicine, don't take sugar. But he doesn't like it because it doesn't fit to his ego. He'd rather go to a different doctor that says, I give you this so that you can eat sugar, don't worry. So the person still hasn't woken up, become serious to say, one day I may have to chop off my foot. Correct or no? With the diabetes. I'm not taking examples from my stomach. There are people here who's gone through that. But you give that one a different kind of medicine. You give that one a painkiller, which is essentially what it is. Painkiller. To say, you take this medicine, then you can eat the sugar. You're not going to feel the harmful effects of that. That one may have some benefit, that medicine, but not to that person who needs a different kind of medicine. So the whole point now is, people who are coming to the sohbat, what are you looking for? Are you understanding? We go to the doctor because we understand that we are diseased, we are sick. Then you're going to listen to the doctor. You're going to take the medicine. But if a man does not think that he is sick, if a man does not think that there's sickness in his heart or her heart, that time 40 doctors coming to him is not going to give any benefit to him. So it all comes back to the man understanding something about himself again. It all comes back now to us understanding that this sohbat now, it is taking the essence of what is from the Quran, what is from the Hadith, what is the words of the awliya Allah, and to give to those who are looking. If you're not looking, you cannot find. That time you don't have to hear 1,000 words. Just a few words, you say, this is it, this is correct. You start absorbing, you stop taking, you start emptying out. That time you empty out your cup, and fresh coming, and fresh tasting it is going to be. If you're so full of yourself, you cannot put one single drop in there. We have come into the holy months, different from last year, the holy months of Rajab, the month of Allah. Different rahmat, different tajalli, different test that is coming, different heaviness that is coming. We are in the jihadul akbar, the biggest jihad, the biggest struggle, the struggle against our nafs. This is the time of planting. Don't wait to fight against your nafs in the month of Ramadan. You're not going to gain too much. Month of Ramadan, you're supposed to harvest. You're going to feel the blessings of that already. So we're going through some difficulties. It is okay. Because this is the way of difficulty. Where is not the way of ease. I don't know since when tariqat just becomes the most easy way. Since when? I don't know since when. But Maulana is saying this. Do you understand the training that Maulana had to go through in the hands of Tabrizi Shams Tabriz? Do you remember the poem? Parts of it? Say. There is a poem that Shamsi Tabriz wrote. Understand, to give us a little bit of understanding, the kind of training that Maulana Rumi, that everyone east, west, north and south, quoting, saying this is a religion of love. I am love, you are love, everything is love. But they use the word love because in the West, love is usually below your belly button, from the belly button to down, meaning all your appetites. But the work is what? The word itself is what? Ashq. Is ashq love? Ashq, you cannot even translate it. It's a passion. Ashq is something that overtakes you, that it finishes you, it annihilates you. You're finished, you burn. It's not Western understanding of love. And now, who is that one who? Shamsi Tabriz. And what did he say in his poem?
If you come to me as the knowledge of a Plato or of Lokman Hakim, with one look I can turn you into an unlettered person.
You come to me with all the knowledge. Today's people, they don't even study Plato. Say Plato? Plato? That one you can squeeze and touch. So yeah. They don't even study the wisdom of Hazrat Lokman. But he's saying, even if you have representing dunya and akhirat knowledge, dunya and akhirat, this is what Shamsi Tabriz is saying. The knowledge of all this dunya that is contained in the philosophy of Aflatun, Plato. And even with the knowledge that is given to the wisest man, Hazrat Lokman, he says, with one look of the Shaykh, who is Shamsi Tabriz, the Shaykh, I will make you to become unlettered, illiterate. Oh, today's Murids, they question the Shaykh. Go ahead. Did Maulana question Shams-e Tabriz? Shams-e Tabriz. Tabrizi Shams. Does he have the Zahir knowledge that Maulana has? So many people are going to say no. He does, but he's not showing it. He does, but that knowledge, it is not the knowledge from books. Because the knowledge of the books comes from a spirit. Correct? It comes from someone who wrote it. And someone who wrote it is not the pen that is writing it. It is not the hand. It is the heart of the person. It is what is put into his heart. Now, Shams-e Tabriz, the Maulana of Maulana, he has that heart. And he can access that heart. So he doesn't need to go to the books. And he's saying, with one look, I can turn you to become ummi, to become illiterate, to forget about everything. We've sat with our Shaykh and we know that we've gone through that experience. When we become an ummi, or once we become an ummi and illiterate, once we finish that is in our cup, then he can fill it up with something that is coming from the pure source, not from our ego. Because everything that we're going to study too, the knowledge that we have, it is coming from our nafs. And that awliya are saying, with one look, I can finish you. We know, we've seen our Shaykh. So, and what else is saying?
If you were to wear the belt of Hizmet like us, I can give you the kingdom of Shah Sulaiman.
If you wear the belt of Hizmet, the belt of servitude, to become a servant, to serve, you will have the kingdom of Hazrat Sulaiman. That's not the reason why we are sitting with our Shaykh too. We're not sitting with him. Those who are sitting with him and saying, please give us the kingdom of Sulaiman, look, I become a servant, he has nothing to give you. He only laughs at you. But if you say, let me to become your servant, because I've fallen in love with you, and I cannot imagine a life that is separate from you. Let me to become your dog. Sometimes people think to become a dog it is easy. We're looking. It's not that easy. Don't ask. The dog, you throw stones at it. When he's sleeping, it just gets up, he goes to another place to sleep. It doesn't bark at you, it doesn't fight with you. Punish it, runs away. You look at it, you call, it comes, its tail is wagging. It doesn't complain. It doesn't say, who are you? It doesn't say, you're doing this to me, you are wrong. You heard our Shaykh singing. He's not just saying, Ya Rasulullah, let me be your kitmir. He is. We see from his life. He's not doing anything for what this world has to offer to him, or what the Akhirat has to offer to him. He's doing it because now he's fallen and he's disappeared into that ocean of ashq. Now there is no choice. He says, wherever you take me, I am. I am not going to be disobedient. I'm not even going to raise one finger in opposition. Continuing, submitting. Training is not easy. We're seeing, we're not even training. You know, when you go to the military, first thing they do is what? They say don't wear all your clothes that say this is my clothes, this is me. Your identity, they strip it away, correct? You wear a uniform, you look the same as everyone else. You cut your hair, same style. You eat the same food, you eat the same, everything is the same. That's not really training, that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning. These days, just the beginning of that, people are already complaining. It's not even training yet. So think, Islam is not a game. Tariqat is not a game. The events of the Akhir Zaman is not a game. May Allah forgive me and bless you, inshallah. May we keep holding on tightly to this way. These words, they are for me and anyone who wants to listen. It's up to you. If you want to find love kind of tariqat, you can find. There's so many out there. Mahdi alayhi salam is not coming to bring love. He's coming to bring shariat. He's coming to bring the revenge of Allah. After the revenge, there's love. What does that mean? There has to be justice. After the justice, yes. After that, now they say the mercy, it is opening. Because people understand. May Allah forgive me, inshallah. May Allah fill our hearts with mercy. May Allah make our actions to be merciful. May Allah not put any fitna and any uncertainty and any doubt into our hearts in this way. To take it out from our hearts, inshallah, to make us to be strong. In this holy month, Ya Rabbi, we're asking for your forgiveness. We're asking forgiveness from all your holy ones and from our Shaykh, to make us to become clean ones. Wa min Allahu tawfiq al-Fatiha. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.